Hello and welcome back. My name is Monty Suter, health insurance agent down here in Texas. What we're going to do on this video is talk about the doctor copay visit scam. And when I get done with this, you're going to understand, I hope you're going to understand that it is a big scam. It's a big money maker for the insurance companies. In my video, the first video, I talk about what are some of the big things that drive the cost up the healthcare premiums, and one of them is pork. Over the years, I've had a lot of, and ladies, please don't take this wrong, I've had a lot of ladies say, gosh, we really want that doctor copay visit. And I know it's a nice feel-good benefit, but it's really costing you a lot more than you're getting in benefit, and you'll understand that at the end of this. So, you know, if just from a logical standpoint, I want you to think about, if a doctor visit is really about $75, and you're only paying $25, who's paying the difference, the $50 difference? Do you think the doctor's just eating it? Do you think the insurance company, out of the goodness of their heart, is paying it? Where do they get their money? They get the money from you and me. So they're putting that money in the premium so they can then go back and reimburse the doctor for the difference. And I can guarantee you they're not doing it because they're just nice. They're doing it because it's a money maker, and you'll understand that. So if they would itemize your bill, and I referenced that in some other videos, if they would itemize your bill very much like an auto insurance policy, you'd see what you're paying for it. Most of the time, and I want you to get this in your brain, because this is where we get confused. We buy health insurance thinking that we're going to have some kind of health event every month or every year. Most of the time, you're just paying premium. Most of the time you're just paying premium, and the insurance companies know that. Most of the time you're paying the premium and nothing's happening, but when something does, most of the time you end up paying for a large chunk of it yourself, unless it's a major event. And I hear that over and over. Well, I got this health insurance and I end up paying for everything. I know, you got the wrong plan, and we'll explain that too. So why are we addicted to these doctor visit copays? Logically, you're thinking, if I got 3 children and they all get sick, I got to go in the doctor, $75, $75, $75. That's, gosh, $225 versus $75. On the surface, it looks, gosh, $75 is the deal, but it's not the deal. You're going to see in just a few minutes. So we gotta get this paradigm changed in our brain. It's a holdover from the HMOs of old. I don't know if you've noticed, but most of the HMOs are gone. They're broke. They're out of business. That should be a clue. That system doesn't work. But and when we get into the numbers, I want you to remember this. People have selective memory, and we like to exaggerate. Just ask a guy if he's on a fishing expedition or a hunting expedition. Oh, that fish was this big and it was really this big. Women, a lot of times, like to exaggerate the amount of times that they go to the doctor, or that they may think they go 20 times a year or 2 or 3 times a month, but in reality, the average family goes, a family of 4 or 5 will go maybe once a month. That's about normal. Okay, if it's a whole lot more than that, there's something going on there. But think about this. A family of 4, and you're not going to know this, but I know this because I can run my software and it tells me about how much you pay for a doctor visit. A family of 4 will pay about $200 a month for the right to go to the doctor for $25. $200 a month so you can go to the doctor for $25 a month. Now, a doctor visit runs you about $75, so we're going to do the math based on those numbers. If you went 1 time a month, a family of 4 goes 1 time a month, and let's look at a year snapshot. 1 time a month, 12 months, you're going to pay $200, $2,400, and you go to the doctor once a month, 12 times $25, $300, it's $2,700. So in reality, to go to the doctor for a year, once a month, it costs you $2,700, which is $225 a visit. Doctor copay visits are not intelligent. I'm sorry, unless you're really using it. If you went 2 times a month, remember, selective memory, and I would say this, if you're telling me you're going 2 or 3 times a month, go back over the year and really look and see, and I think you'll find it's probably 1 or less. 2 times a month, $2,400. is our set fee, $200 a month times 12. 2 times is $600, 25 times 12, or 25 times 24, which would be $3,000. And if you divide that by 24, would be $125 a visit. If you went 3 times a month, it would actually cost you $92 a visit. 4 times a month, it would cost you $75 a visit, which is what the visit is in the first place. Okay? So a family of 4, if you're not going 4 times a month, which that would be insane, 4 times a month, you're equaling about what it would cost you. The same thing if you went $75. Now, let's think outside the box. This is, I don't want to say new age thinking, this is just smart thinking. What if I said, I'll just pay the $75 one time a month, which is average. $75 times 12 is $900. So you're going to pay either $900 to pay it out of pocket, and I know when you go to the doctor you're thinking, $75, that hurts, versus 25. But would you rather pay $2,700 or $900? Me, I would rather pay $900. That's kind of a no-brainer for me. What if we did this? What if you said, I'm going to put a WebMD and a teledoc with it, because you can communicate with the doctors online. Hey, all the kids at school have strep throat. Go in and talk to them. Well, yeah, there's little pus pockets or whatever. You can diagnose probably what's wrong with your kids. You've seen enough of it. Also, go into teledoc and they could write a prescription for an antibiotic if you need that. What if you did this? Put WebMD and teledoc for, $10 a month is $120 a year, and you dropped your visits to the doctor because you're only going to the doctor to get the prescription so you can run down and take care of it. That's really why we're going to the doctor, so we can get the prescription. They write the prescription, and you go 4 times a year at $75, which is $300 plus $120 for the WebMD and teledoc. It's $420, which is half as if you didn't have it. Logically, I think this is a better deal. Anyway, so if you just save the $200 that you're paying, think about it. Over the course of your life, you're paying $200 to go to the doctor for 25 bucks. What if you took that $200 and put it into, you worked with our financial people and got a 25% return on your investment? Do you know in 20 years how much money you'd have? $1.2 million. So by taking out your doctor copay visit, we're going to show you how to become a millionaire. I know it sounds easy, doesn't it? I guess the last question is, looking at the math, are doctor visit copays a good deal or are they a scam? They're a great deal if you're the insurance company. They've been doing it for years, and you're sitting there wondering, how did they got millions and billions of dollars in assets? Where did they get it? They get it from a $25 office visit copay. They're getting it off you and me. And I think we need to change that paradigm, change that groove in our brain and say, no more. It's illogical. Instead of giving the money to the insurance company, I'm going to hold on to it myself. We'll check you on the next video.